get real.
All right. Depending how much I talk, we might have to break this up too. We did a lot more time on the price thing than I thought, but that's okay. But that's all right. That's why you watch us.
All right.
For those things. So, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about, should you get a trainer or maybe buy training for somebody else? Now, what is a personal trainer? Now, Tom, honestly, outside of knowing me and knowing what you know, if I said personal trainer, what do you think?
A guy at a big box gym walking around asking you if you want a free lesson.
Yeah. I also think someone who wants to help you lose weight or somebody who wants to help you gain muscle. Pretty much. That's the wheelhouse. And that's it. More for the diet and the losing weight, I think. But also the other. But
Yeah.
a good trainer. Now, here's the thing I want you to all listen to is when you're looking for a trainer, before you even start thinking about that, you must have a goal in mind. Okay? Please have a goal in mind. So, and it can be simple at first. I want to lose weight. I want to get strong. I want to look like I have muscle. I want to be able to keep up with my grandkids. You got to have a goal, not a long-term goal. Then you look for a trainer that is most going to fit your long-term goal. Okay? So let's say I'm Jane and I'm 32. I don't have any kids. I'm single. I have time on my hands to get to the gym more often, even though I have a job. And I want to look good. I want to look like a fitness model. I don't want to compete, but I want to look like a fitness model. Okay, now I have Sarah over here. She wants to be able to move. Sarah. She wants to be able to move better and not be in pain. Do you think they should go to the same person? Really? Does that make sense to anyone out there? That a person's going to specialize in both of those things. Because remember, you want to hire somebody that's going to be the best person at what your goal is, right? I mean, you buy a car because you want it for functionality, what's going to best serve your lifestyle. And sometimes you buy an extra one just to throw some money out on something you love. But most people are buying it for that reason. Same thing when you hire someone. Look for an electrician that a lot of the reviews, if you're looking for someone like that and you want to carry it over to other things, go on the reviews and ask somebody, look, I have this specific problem. Has anybody experienced this problem with someone? Are they good at this? Because I'm going to tell you, go test this out. And you're not hurting anyone's feelings by doing this. Go into one of your local groups and just put, yeah, I'm looking for a good trainer. The amount of stuff you're going to get inundated with, and I'm not knocking each one of those people. They're talking from the heart, and they've probably had a really good experience with that person. So I'm not knocking any other trainer here. But what if you get the trainer that's a physique model specialist? But somebody online said, I had a good experience with her. You know, I have this trainer. I have this trainer, Bob. He's great. He listens to me. He helps me with my diet. He makes sure I do the exercises right. He's always smiling and happy. What I hear is, that's your job description, motherfucker. That don't make you special. That's your job description. What makes you special? What do you specialize in? Well, a lot of people I work with go on to be physique models. So you are an expert in physique models then. So I should send people to you, or you should go to him if that is your goal. Now, Sarah over here that wants to move better, not be in pain, should find a trainer that specializes in that. Again, that is something that I specialize in. I don't train physique models. Look at the name of my business. It's called Realistic Fitness. I train regular people. That is my goal, to make it plausible for every person out there, no matter how busy they are, how much money they have, how big they are, how small they are, that they can be healthy as they can be, genes aside. And I don't think I think people think it's harder than it is, and they don't understand how to go about it. And that's really what I'm trying to do here with this as well. If you're going to spend that money, it's an investment of your time. You're spending a fucking hour 1 to 3 times a week, maybe more, with some fucking guy or girl that you never met before. An hour's a long time with somebody if you don't drive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
An hour could be hell, almost like a blind date. You don't even know unless you research.
Absolutely like a blind date.
You don't know. But
Blind dates suck.
if you go into a group and say, "Hey, I have pain in my knees. Don't know what it is. I'm an avid hiker. I want to be able to do those things. Also, I have lots of grandkids, and I would like to be able to play with them, and I can't. My endurance is terrible. My balance is terrible, and I have knee pain. Is she going to go to the physique model trainer? No. You're going to go online and say, "Hey, I have all these things. Has anybody had an experience with a trainer with these things and had a good experience?" Then you're going to get closer. It's not always 100%, but then you're going to get closer to finding a better trainer by being more specific. And dude, you're going to have to weed out, "Oh, Bobby's great and Julie's wonderful and this one kept me on track and that one made a workout for me." And this, again, that's their job. I want somebody that's going to look at me and say, "Beep, bop, boop," and know what's up. Done. 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 That's what you need to find. That's a lot of money you're spending, okay? And I bet a lot of trainers have raised their prices. I've always tried to keep mine lower for that reason. That's why I don't work out of a big space. That's why I work online for people if they want to do that, because it makes it more affordable for the client. And I can spread my word, my gospel of easy health and pain-free life. It's not a perfect life, but it's a hell of a lot better with little work. You can get so much more out of it. So that's what I would do. And once you find a trainer that fits the profile and you want to set something up, see if they offer a free consultation or a free tour of their facility so you can at least go get a feel. If you're any type of people person or any kind of you're empathetic at all, you'll be able to read a person if you spend 10, 15 minutes with them. So just that little tour and you'll get a vibe of the gym. Maybe it's the gym. Maybe the vibe of the studio or the gym or wherever is off. That's going to ruin your workouts. You're not going to get your money's worth or your money out of it. You're not. So see if they offer that, where you can sit and talk to the person. See if you drive as people. See if they know what they're talking about. See if there's an evaluation included. So they can tell you right then and there, "Hey, this is my hypothesis. This is my thoughts on it. This is what I think." And then sometimes see if, again, I'm basing it off of what I do because I just think it's better for people. I think it's an easier transition for people because sometimes it's just hard to go out of your comfort zone and work with somebody for an hour. So what I do is something called a new client special, where you get only 3 sessions, down 2 from the normal 5, but you only spend $110 as opposed to the normal $230 for 5. So that I try to do then 3 hours, not a huge commitment, but enough to say, "You know what's up. I like you." Dude, sometimes it's just, "You're going to make me work out because I like you." And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's it. And then you go from there. But that's going to tell you. And then it's not a long commitment. Dude, some places I've seen, I live in it. So I know. You probably don't know. But it's a lot of places want monthly commitments or 6-month commitments or yearly commitments and make the price better, just like everything else. But then you're locked. You're locked. And maybe you could get out of it, but it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. So I would definitely see if they have a smaller package or if you can buy one session. Maybe it'll cost you more than the pack per session does. Like anything you buy, the more you buy, the less it costs. Then see if they sell one session and do that and try to build it off of that and sleep on it.
Yeah.
And see how it goes. Now, again, you get a charismatic person that can lie in one session to make it look like they know what they're talking about. So by no means am I saying this is foolproof, but your chances of landing a good trainer and being successful are going to be a hell of a lot better if you do it this way. And always buy the smallest package if they offer bigger packages. Always start with the small one. And if they offer a small pack of 30-minute sessions or something, which I used to do, I don't really love them. I feel you get a person in there and you're a knowledgeable trainer and they're any kind of person interested in their health. You start chatting and moving and talking. That hour goes like this. 30 minutes just ain't enough. You get in there with a bad trainer, I get it. It's going to feel like forever. So I get it. But that's what I would do. And then once you lock all that in, then you're off to the races. Nobody says you can't change your trainer at any point. But you also want to see if a trainer can change with your goals or change with your successes. And sometimes when you succeed, you have to shake things up and change them up a little bit. And you have to change up the program. And if your trainer isn't doing that, then maybe it's time to move on. But again, I've had clients. I knew that sneeze was coming. Excuse me, everybody. I knew it was coming. I was trying to avoid it. I've had clients for over 12 years. And sure, some of you may say out there, what do you, tag them along for 12 years like they need you? No, it's not that. I give them everything they could possibly need to take care of themselves. Why do they stay with me? It's the best way to describe it is like having a lawyer on retainer. So if they hurt themselves, I'm there, and I'll change up their workouts for them so they don't have to worry about that. And they know they're going to get a good workout, and they know if they're not feeling like it, I'm still going to help them work out because I'm going to make it blah, 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 whatever it is. I make them laugh. We talk, all these good things. It's not all about the workout for some people. It's not always have to be, come on, get serious, Franco. It doesn't always have to be like that for regular people. It doesn't have to be. But consistency has to be there, but not the other thing. So that's how I would go about it. And as far as buying a gift card or buying training for someone, even if you know the person really well, it's still hard. So see if around the holidays they have a special, a Black Friday special or something like that, and then maybe buy that for them, or buy a gift card to the place for a certain amount. So then if it's like they don't use it, you don't have to feel too bad. But if they do use it, it should get them most of the money towards training or something. So then at least you're not out. Because to buy a 5-pack or a 10-pack at some places, hundreds of dollars. And to have someone not use it is very agitating. Not only for the person who bought it, but for the trainer too. I mean, the trainer's probably still made his money, but if he's any kind of good trainer, he's going to see somebody he wants to help and feel shit that they left. So I wouldn't go right out and buy it like that. But as far as needing a trainer yourself, I think if you're not achieving your goals to what they are in your head, you need to find a trainer to either reassess those goals or change what you're doing to achieve those goals. Or if you're with somebody and not finding what you want out of them, it's okay to fire the trainer. And if you're friends with them, if they're any kind of good person, they'll still be friendly with you. Business and pleasure should be separate. I never have a problem with it. I always feel, in my case, a lot of times the client has the problem with it. I don't. I try to keep in touch, and they slowly kind of fade away, and I back off because then at that point I'm like, I'm not going to be annoying. If they're trying to fade into the bush like Homer Simpson, I'm okay with it. So, that's what I would do. But if you're somebody who also hasn't started yet or had a bad experience, I've had clients who had bad experiences. I'll never deadlift again. I don't want to go to a gym again. Come to me, fell in love with it again. Doing it to this day. Because when you do it right, it matters. When you find the person that's going to help you achieve your goal, it matters. So please, if you're going to take anything from my little Black Friday talk and from my talk on buying training, it's pick a goal, number one. Okay? Figure out what your long-term goal is. Number two, go online and throw it out there in a group somewhere. Listen, my goal is I have pain here. Has anybody worked with somebody who had pain or worked with somebody in that area who's had pain? Or if it's losing weight, has anybody lost weight with anybody really good? Be specific, okay, when you ask online. Then three, you want to weed through all that and say, okay, who got specific with me? And then research that person. Go to the website, research them, see if they have a YouTube channel, check out their social media, see what kind of person they are. Gather as much as you can from that. If they pass that test, what am I on, 5 or 4? I think I'm on 4.
Yeah.
5. Doesn't matter. Next one. What you want to do is you want to then, if you found a person that jives with you, call and see about a free consultation or how much one session is if that's all they offer, if they really jive with you. But buy small. Have a session with them. Throw things at them. If they're worth half a shit, people, they're not going to get mad if you're asking a bunch of questions. And if they're confident in their knowledge, they're not going to get pissed if you question them. So do it. And if you see any of that, if they get pissed if you question them, turn around, put your tail between your legs and walk out. They're not good. Okay? Or if they get ticked off if you ask too many questions, same thing. Red flag, walk around, get out of there. That is their job. If they love what they do and are any kind of knowledgeable, even if they don't know, they should be able to tell you, you know what? I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me do some research myself for next time. But I have heard this, and this has been beneficial, whatever the hell it is. Okay? Then, again, at that point, if that all jives, then you make the bigger commitment. But even with that bigger commitment, last but not least, don't be afraid to fire the trainer if they're not evolving with you or you don't need them anymore. If you feel that you don't need them, you also can just see them once a month, like a chiropractor. Just check in with them. Nobody says, again, no trainer should force you into once a week, twice a week. When you first see a trainer, twice a week is understandable, or more sometimes. That's understandable when you're first starting, those first couple months, and sometimes up to 6 to a year with some people. Everyone's different and what work they put in. I know I'm getting a little sidetracked, but this is important when you're making that kind of investment in a trainer. And always, if you have any questions, email me at realisticfitness@gmail.com or the Stay Real Podcast @gmail.com. If you have a question, I'd be happy to answer it. You know, nobody should get pissed if it's their job to answer your questions. You're not going to have a good experience with it. So just do your research in yourself, do your research into the person in the facility, and freaking go for it. Don't hold back. Go forward in 2024. Go forward in 2024. That's what I say to you. Do it, everybody. Do it, but do your research. And again, I'm here for you. Do you have anything to add in that, Tom? Being a non-personal trainer or anything you would like to add, being a client that you would like to see from a trainer that I didn't say or anything?
No, not really. That sounds about like you covered it.
Beautiful. Again, you guys have any other questions? Hit me up. But that wraps up Get Real.
Get real.